The Assistant Superintendent for Facility Services for Brevard Public Schools, and I am so excited to be here today to open our new Viera Middle School. So congratulations to everybody who has I've got a couple roles today. I'm going to kind of kick us off, and I wanted to introduce a few folks who are super important to our success here in Brevard County and the great work that we do for our students here. I think you might have noticed we had some news this week. We are an A district once again. So first, I'd like to recognize, where's our board chair, Mrs. Wright? Where are you? There you are, Mrs. Wright. And we have our board vice chair, Mr. Trent. And Mrs. Susan, I'm pretty sure you're in the audience somewhere, right? Okay. And also our board members, Ms. Jenkins and Ms. Campbell, all have been super supportive of this project, and without their help and their guidance and their leadership, we would not be here today. Also would like to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Mark Rendell. And we have several of our constitutional officers here today. Thank you for joining us. Ms. Blickley, Ms. Cullen, thank you for being here. Senior leadership of the district, lots of my friends in senior leadership positions here at the district. Thank you guys for coming and for your support through the project. Some great community partners, Mr. Percriva from the Viera Company, Ms. Ray, thank you for being here. Keith Winston from the zoo, I've seen you here someplace. Where are you, Keith? Thank you. Thank you. Commissioner Felder, thank you for being here. Appreciate you being here too. And I think what that truly symbolizes is this project is absolutely a community effort. Like, it takes all of us to get something like this done. It's been years in the making. Ms. Henderson, former school board member, is here, who maybe thought about this back in 2000 something or other. So it really takes a lot of folks to come together to take what is a great idea and turn it into reality. And my role specifically today is to thank the people who actually made this happen, from the boots on the ground. And so first, I'd like to recognize our facilities team, and in particular, where is David Martin? He's probably hiding somewhere. Where's Dave? Dave Martin. Dave's our project manager, and he's been assisted by Kermit Evans, who I do not see here. Is Kermit here someplace?
No, he's out taking care of something.
Kermit had to work, so sorry. Well, we're all having a good time. Kermit's out working, but Dave and Kermit are the team that led this project and have done an incredible job making sure it is delivered on time and is responsive to the needs of our students. I also want to thank the district staff. Now, in particular, we've got some folks on our team in facilities who've done amazing work. I don't know if you know this, but like when you think about a construction project, you think, it's the one that orders the toilet paper. And so, from the roof to the toilet paper, to the trash cans, to the kitchen stuff, like, we have had a full court press here at Brevard Public Schools, and our teams have done just incredible work. So thank you to our folks in facilities. Sarah Jenny did, thousands of purchase orders. Sarita on Ms. McNutt's staff, there you are. We're talking on Sundays and just trying to make sure it all gets done. But literally, it took all of us. And I was thinking about this today, and we want to design a school that is really responsive to the needs of our students. And that takes past and present folks from the educational side of the house to help us make sure we get it right. So we have great spaces here, we have innovation here in the school, and all the folks that helped guide our work. We can't do that without our partners back at BPS. We had our operations team, food services, procurement, finance, our educational technology folks somewhere in the back. Everybody pitched in, and I'm so proud to be part of this team that makes such wonderful work happen. And then I'd really like to recognize Morton Smith. They are our construction manager on the project. They've been guided by Strinkle Schultz, our architect on the project, who also worked with TLC and Allen Engineering, some of the key players in the project and making sure the construction and the design is done and done well. But you think about it, this is about a $50-ish million project. That is money that's invested locally here in our community. The school district has an incredible economic impact on our community, and lots of tradespeople who are members of our community. They live here, they work here, they have kids in our schools. So this is really not just a job. It's something that's important to literally everybody involved. So I just want to say thank you to the whole team, the whole community. Thank you, Mrs. Campbell, for being here. And just really want to say I'm so proud and so thankful to be part of such a great organization who delivers great quality education for our students here in Brevard. And this is an opportunity to do something remarkable. So with that, I'm going to introduce Dr. Rendell.
Well, thank you, Sue. So before Sue leaves the stage, huge round of applause for Sue Hand for making all this happen. We wouldn't be here today if it weren't for Sue. So I'm going to share a little bit of information that is not on the script. So I have a unique perspective about Viera Middle School. My wife and I first moved to Viera in 1993, and we bought a house in Hammock Trace over there east of 95, one of the very first developments in Viera. Todd, you weren't here yet. Okay? And on this side of 95, there wasn't much. There was the county building, the school board offices, and the stadium had just been built or was being built when we moved here. The rest of this was farmland, due to farmland with cows and whatever else they were growing here. And over the years, we've seen this area grow. I was here when we built Manatee Elementary, Quest Elementary. Other things started coming around, building other things, the shopping centers, some hotels, more government buildings. I don't know if we need more government, but more government buildings. And then we built a high school. It's awesome. It seemed like there was a missing ingredient. 2 or 3 elementary schools, and then a high school. We were missing that middle school. So I want to thank the board for having the courage to do whatever they needed to do to make sure that we made Viera Middle School a reality. And only 2 years ago. Like Morton Smith, we broke ground 2 years ago, right? 2-ish years ago, and you made this happen. Because we're opening on time next week with everything that we're supposed to have. Right, the air conditioning works everywhere? I mean, that's important. No, this is a state-of-the-art school. Anytime we get the opportunity to put our students and staff in better facilities, we need to do that. We need to take advantage of that. You know, the environment in which they work and learn every day is important. So for all the students that are going to attend here, they're going to get to come into a brand new building with all of the best stuff available right now. And I think Kathy said she has about 700 students enrolled. This building could hold about 900. I imagine we'll be there pretty quick. But this is a huge day for the Viera community and a huge day for Brevard Public Schools. I believe it's our first new middle school in about 30 years. Crazy how we built all this other stuff, but apparently we didn't build a middle school anywhere till now. So it's a great day. Can't imagine the excitement these kids are going to feel when they come to school here on August 12th. They'll be the inaugural students in a brand new middle school that we've been waiting years to have. So congratulations to everybody that's been a part of the project. I'm going to turn it over to Mrs. Wright, our board chair, for a few remarks. Thank you.
How exciting it is to be here today. You know, walking in this building, what you realize is this is just a building. It's a building. But this actually represents the future. And the building is great, but the kids are what this is all about. So we are so excited that this building is here and that we are going to welcome new students. Fun fact, I've lived in Brevard County my entire life, and I actually attended, I believe it was the last brand new middle school that was built in Brevard County a lot of years ago. So that gives you a reference of how long it's been since we built a school here. But we're excited about this. You know, just a few short months ago, we had the opportunity to walk these walls and see the building before the air conditioning existed, before the floors were done, before anything was done. But we got the opportunity to walk the building and really just write words of encouragement or blessings or prayers on the walls to really lay the foundation for what we want to see come out of this building. As amazing as this building is, really what it represents is the future of Brevard County. It speaks volumes to the growth that we've had here, and we are so excited for this school to kick off this year. Ms. McNutt, your team is going to be amazing. I have no doubt that amazing things are coming out of this new middle school. There is one individual that's in the audience. He's on the board, and obviously he shares a little different. I think you probably are a little more excited than everybody else. Maybe not, I don't know. But Mr. Susan obviously is part of the Viera community, and this is something that he has advocated for a long time. And so without further ado, I'm going to turn this over to him to let him hype us up on all the wonderful things. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wright. I just want everybody to know that District Communications put together a speech for me that was only half of a page. So you guys know that that's something that's a stretch for me. So I'm just going to kind of go off script because there's a lot of people in here. So thank you for that. But I'm going to break it a little bit. The first thing I wanted to say is there's somebody special in here that started my journey in education. True story. This individual is who hired me and who's responsible for me being a part of BPS. I came in as a non-traditional teacher, and I was somebody who applied at the 6-day count and decided to get in there. Mr. Todd Shear, where you at? I saw you over there, man. Todd hired me on a 6-day count to come in and was able to mentor me to become who I became as a teacher. I wanted to say thank you, because every time I get a chance, I want to say thank you for that. So thank you. Incredible principal, incredible man, incredible family for what he's done. Anyways, so I wanted to go around the room right now because many people don't understand that, like Wharton Smith, I want to thank some of our brothers and sisters in here. Wharton Smith came in and ordered the switchgear and a lot of the transformers and everything that we did back before we even inked the entire contract. Because if you remember back in the day when they couldn't get all of the switchgear and everything else, if you don't see how important that is, right now there's municipal contracts and buildings that are going in that are not finishing on time. There's one that's almost 6 months behind because they weren't able to order on time. They also built an elementary school where there was no road to it a couple of years ago. So you want to talk about an incredible contracting group, an incredible office. I wanted to say thank you to Wharton Smith for everything you guys did. You guys are amazing. Thank you for your time. I'd be further ado if I didn't recognize our brothers and sisters from the Rolling Thunder. Thank you for being here today. You guys are amazing. Mr. Don Weaver, thank you for everything you do from the Veterans Memorial Center. He's representing over here. We have a special guest in the crowd with the Veterans Memorial Center because they have just started an organization called ECAC that is going to be working with our students to become citizens. In our education system, we have sort of forgotten sometimes the students have forgotten to become citizens and work towards those goals, and you guys are putting in the controls in place to make that happen. So thank you so much. I appreciate it, Don. All right. So many of you may not know, but my daughter's in 7th grade going into 8th grade. She decided to not come to this school. She decided to stay at Delora. But I wanted to tell you many of the things that happen over some of the families that are torn. This started almost 30 years ago. And many people don't understand that because of one of the economic reasons that we did it, was because $8 million a year was leaving our school system and going to charters and going to other places. When you put the fiscal impact of $8 million a year over a 30-year period, you talk about $240 million that was lost in revenue to the schools because we didn't build this. On top of that, we were transporting children over 2 causeways that was costing $500,000 and going up every year in transportation costs. So the operational cost on our school district before purchasing this and building this was incredible. And so them moving towards this model took a lot of oomph. Many of the individuals in here didn't even start their education careers, didn't even start being a part of BPS when this whole thing was started. And it's an incredible thing today. And I'll tell you one thing, when this thing came together, there was a comment earlier by Ms. Han. We always forget to say thank you to the people who put everything else together. Because when the furniture showed up, the furniture team was excited to be a part of it. When the guys were on the floors, I was sitting in this room about a month and a half ago, and they were just putting in these pieces, and the teams, I walked up to and I said, hey, how you doing? They were so excited, because we forget many of the other contractors, the other individuals that are a part of this are just so happy to be a part of it because they know how special this is. And under the guidance of this new administration, these new teachers, Ms. McNutt is going to take this school into a place that no other middle school has gone. I have no doubt about that. This is going to be one of the high flyers in the entire nation, and I'm looking forward to it. And you have everything that you need to do that. And thank you. I wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You have been amazing at bringing in the community, bringing in everybody else to make this one moment. So thank you. If we can give her a round of applause. My last one, and then I'll get off, is Todd from the Viera Company. You guys, you and Ava, have been amazing working with us in our schools. I know that your continued commitment to both our elementary schools and high schools, and now our middle schools, will be there. Many of you don't know, but every time there's a situation where we need help, the Viera Company is there. And sometimes they're seen as the big Viera Company and all these other things, but I want to tell you that the heart of who those two individuals are and their organization is phenomenal and everything else. So with that, I am going to stop. I'm very proud of today. I'm very proud of the teachers and the staff and all the feeder schools and everybody else, and Dr. Rendell and all of our school board and everybody else, and I want to say thank you very much. Thank you. Todd, can you come up here? Hang on, everybody, hang on. Todd's going to say a couple words. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Matt. So I want to echo what Dr. Rendell said about Sue. I think she needs another round of applause. Just always a pleasure to work with Dr. Rendell, Sue Han, Dave Lindeman, and the rest of the staff and the team here at Brevard Public Schools. There was discussion about 30 years ago was when the last middle school was built here in Brevard County, and we at the Viera Company broke ground on the master plan community of Viera, Florida, 35 years ago next month. So very close in time. But what started, how we seeded the community, was with a series of land donations that included the Government Center for Brevard County and the school board facility for Brevard Public Schools. So right from the inception of the master plan community of Viera, we've been closely tied in terms of development and education. It's so vitally important. And education really is the underpinning element of a successful master plan community. And we could not be more thrilled by the recent ratings that came out, the A ratings for Brevard Public Schools. So congratulations. There is no better sales tool in a master plan community than good quality schools, and we have some of the best here in Brevard County. And really all the stars are aligned right now. This school, Viera Middle School, has been a long time coming. When I arrived in 2014, we had already conveyed the site to Brevard Public Schools, and the community has clamored for it, and the day is finally here. We're so excited. We can't wait for you to welcome the first students to Viera Middle School next month. And I think about the impact that middle school had on me. And my 8th grade teacher, his name is Steve Palmatier, and always a link here, Eva Ray, to hockey for me. Steve Palmatier was my 8th grade teacher, and his brother, Mike Palmatier, was a goaltender for the Toronto Maple Leafs in the 1980s. But Steve and I have stayed in touch, and I wish it was today so he could have been here, but we're getting together next week because he's down here on vacation in Florida. So, just that intersection of my life and the impact middle school had on me, my relationship with my 8th grade teacher that continues to this day, the impact he had on me in terms of what I was going to pursue in the future in my studies, as well as my passion for hockey. But schools in our community, they're where families come together. This is where it all happens. So we couldn't be more proud of the facility that Brevard Public Schools, the school board has supported here. So very exciting today, and I am very pleased to see this great turnout that you have to celebrate this school and the ribbon cutting today. So thank you to everyone that has brought this to fruition. We couldn't be more proud. Thank you so much.
Mrs. McNutt, come on up. It's my pleasure to introduce our principal, Ms. McNutt.
Thank you, Sue. We gotta work on the microphone a little bit. We'll be following up on that. Hi, everyone. Distinguished guests, Team VPS, our faculty and staff who have come out today. So we have some students out there, families, business partners, and friends. Thank you so much for attending the ribbon cutting ceremony for Viera Middle School, home of the Owls. While we have set the foundation and built the structure, today marks the beginning of the creation of our culture. And I am thrilled to have the support and encouragement of so many of you here today, so thank you. In less than 2 weeks, this beautiful space will have halls that are abuzz with a vibrant learning environment, one that fosters curiosity, nurtures dreams, and shapes the leaders of tomorrow. Viera Middle School stands as a testament to our collective commitment to providing our children with excellence that begins in our elementary feeder schools, hi my elementary friends, and continues into Viera High School. I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who's contributed to bringing this long awaited vision to life. To our school board members and district leadership, thank you for your unwavering support. To Schenkel Schultz, our architect, Wharton Smith, our builder, and Kelsey Zwick, our interior designer, thank you for creating a space that is not only functional, but is inspiring. To our teachers and staff, thank you so much for taking a risk and joining something new, and the energy, the excitement, and the dedication that you are already bringing to our students in school. What many people don't realize, and it's been alluded to many times today, is that this work is so much bigger than the job site. It's truly a collective effort. I needed student lists, Karen, thank you. I needed supply lists, all of my content specialists. We needed object codes, funding, eyes on the everyday work, security support, a place to stay, design suggestions, program guidance, technology support, sponsorships, and a lot of listening ears. Thank you to all of you who have played a part, dedicating countless hours to the success of our students and our school. A special thank you to Dave Martin for running the show. Dave, where are you? To Dave for running the show. Dave and Greg for your patience and your ideas with Wharton Smith. James Raymer for helping me figure it all out. Pete Episcopo for bringing my owl to life. Patty McCormick for being by my side. Viera High School for stepping up without hesitation. Viera Elementary School for making us feel so at home the last year. We are so grateful to your team. To our students, this is truly why we're here today. This school is for you. You're the reason why we're here, and each of you have unique talents and gifts, and Viera Middle School is committed to helping you discover and develop those talents. This is your school. You are the first. Take pride in it, take care of it, and make the most of the opportunities it offers. Our mascot, the owl, symbolizes wisdom, knowledge, and a keen sense of perception. As owls, we will strive to embody these qualities every day. We will encourage each other to be inquisitive, to think critically, and to act with integrity. Together, we will create a school culture that values respect, responsibility, and a love for learning. So today, when we cut the ribbon, we're not just opening the doors of our classrooms, we're opening the doors to possibilities. Let this be a place where innovation thrives, where friendships are forged, and where every student feels known, valued, and inspired. Viera Middle School is more than just a building. It is a community. It is a place where every student has the potential to soar to great heights, surpassing the stars. I am honored to serve as a principal alongside an outstanding faculty and staff, and I'm grateful to all of you for marking this momentous occasion with us today. So let's make Viera Middle School a standard for excellence and a source of pride for our entire community. In fact, we are going to show a little bit of pride today. I'm going to teach you all a little call and response chant now, and I need you to be loud and proud. It's going to go like this. I'm going to say, "Can I get a?" And your response will be, "Hoop, hoop." Let's practice. Can I get a? Hoop, hoop. Nice job. All right. The awkwardness, put it aside. This is middle school. We're going to say that 3 times. And then at that point, after our 3 chants, I'm going to say, "Owls ready?" And your response is, with 4 of them, "Talons out." Are we ready? Can I get a? Can I get a? Can I get a? Owls ready? Talons out. Thank you so much. We are now going to head outside where the Rolling Thunder Florida Chapter 1 and the Veterans Memorial Center Color Guard will raise our flag, and we'll continue with the ribbon cut. More important than the decision that I make, than the people who are going to put in front of your children. So our classroom spaces need to be functional, they need to be mobile, they need to be collaborative. So our facilities team, working so closely with our teacher team so that we can give our best to our students, is really our primary focus.
What kind of enrollment are you looking at right now?
We're anticipating 700 students for the opening, and our capacity is 900.
Are you going to be focusing on STEM work?
We will. We do have several career and tech ed programs at this school. We do have a robotics and aerospace lab, so we'll be offering both of those classes. We have an entrepreneurial incubator, which will focus on business leadership skills and service learning for our students. We think it's really important for our students to understand the importance of giving back to the community as they're interested in entering the business world. We also want to make sure that our programs align with Viera High School. So we're really trying to create that alignment, create some exploratory options for our students here in middle school that they can pursue in high school. We'll have an information communication technology program, as well as another exploratory tech design program here at the school. In our media center, we actually have a really nice makerspace classroom. All of our classrooms have Promethean boards. Our students will be one-to-one with laptops, so we really want to make sure we're exposing our students to technology.
How important is this school to the community and the resources that you guys are providing here?
I actually started teaching for Brevard Public Schools at Viera High School. I taught upstairs in the second story of the building floor that overlooked the field where the school was built. It has been a conversation in the community for so long, and it's so amazing for us to be able to offer for our 5 feeder elementary schools a true middle school for our high school program to feed into Viera High School. Our Viera principal team is really a strong community. We're just so excited to be able to work together and create the best learning environment and experience for our students.
Your first and last name?
Kathy McNutt.
How do I spell both names?
Kathy is Cathy, and my last name is MC, capital N-U-T-T.
Thank you.
You're
Congratulations.
welcome. Thank you all.
You mentioned it had been 30 years, well, they talked about it had been mentioned 30 years since they've opened up a new middle school here in Brevard County. How much does that mean in this community and to be one of the newest venues here and the newest facilities in Brevard County?
Our middle school team overall with Brevard Public Schools, we have such a wonderful cadre of amazing administrators, and middle school is such an important time. So of course, you know, our elementary schools do a fantastic job with our students at a young age, but we only have our kids in Brevard Public Schools middle school for 7th and 8th grade. It's a transitional time, they're young adolescents, so it's really, really important that they're connected to a school. We develop that sense of community and they have a sense of belonging before they move on to high school. So the fact that we're able to offer our students, you know, the state-of-the-art experience that they're going to receive here is just, it's an incredible opportunity. I'm so grateful to be able to work alongside my team.
The advantageousness of this school being adjacent to Viera High, and as well, these students would have ordinarily attended Kennedy and Delaware, correct?
Yes.
And can you speak a little bit to the advantageousness?
Yes. So Principal Legate and I have already been in conversation about the opportunities that this lends itself. You know, I'd love to have a really strong mentoring program here. It was something that we had at my previous middle school, where we have community that's involved in that. We can also have high school students working with our middle school students. You know, we're right next door. We actually had the Viera High School band students in their summer camp help move some musical instruments in the other day. So we're already seeing our kids connecting with the high school students. If we can align those programs and really create a strong feeder pattern for our kids, it's really going to eliminate some of the stressors of what that transition is like going from elementary to middle to high. Our goal is for it to feel like a seamless experience.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.